What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Shouts out to everybody on the Patreon, man. I'm just sitting back thinking, I want to give y'all another. No, I'm not going. This ain't secrets. I can't put this secrets. I can't even put this page and chapters of my life. I'm just gonna tell y'all something that was crazy as I'm sitting back thinking about this. You see how like so many children at their age crazy about ramen noodles and noodles, chicken and beef flavor, all that. My favorite pack of noodles is actually chili. I love the chili packs. I don't like I I eat a chicken or beef, but my favorite is the chili pack. I love the chili noodles. They so good, man. And the green pack, man, they good. And that's all everybody ordered for the most part in prison, the chili noodle, chili. With that being said, I want to tell y'all something that's crazy. This actually is crazy. When I was young, living in the projects in Chicago, this had to be somewhere probably either the late 70s or the beginning 80s. Somewhere between maybe 79 or 82. No more, no less than that, no more than that. But in the projects, they used to hit these things called freights. They used to hit these things called freights, where they wasn't from the trains. They was actually, no, they used to hit the semi trucks. They used to come and store all the goods. And it's crazy because they had to really learn. A lot of people had to really learn when them projects were first being built in the Black communities, because a lot of foreigners would like open up over there. Yeah, open up over there to make money, you know. And the only stores that may have survived is those stores that may hire gang members as security or janitors or workers somehow. But they still couldn't be trusted when it came to Chicago gangs and stuff like that. I don't care. One day they hit the semis. One of the semis. Because we had little restaurants that the foreigners was opening around the hoods. Keep in mind, we talking about projects. Not none of these weak projects. I'm talking about real projects, real hardcore projects, where to be any color other than black was forbidden, was literally forbidden. And they hit the freights one time, and they'll come right to the projects with the whole truck and just bust down the truck. They'll take what they like. So they hit one of the semi trucks, and it had all type of goods in it, from like chicken patties to French fries to pizza puffs, and you know, and they took all that. The only thing they left was the noodles. Now at that time, the noodles were called Oriental noodles. Do y'all remember that? Some of y'all probably don't remember that. But at that time, they were called Oriental noodles. And you know, in the projects, a lot of us in poverty, hungry, and so they left all the noodles. What was crazy about it, we didn't understand what noodles was at that time, because they were real, real hard. And, you know, we look at other cultures as like nasty type stuff, like, man, that's white people food, or man, that's Chinese people food. Man, we don't, you know what I'm saying? So when we had all the noodles, We looking at the noodles and we like, these Chinese people stuff. This ain't black people stuff. This Chinese people stuff. So we got the noodles, and we don't even know nothing about them. You know how like we know what noodles is now? We didn't know nothing about them, and we used to be hungry and everything. We sitting there having noodle fights, just throwing them. The whole, I promise you, the project, flood noodles everywhere. Talking about it's real noodle fight, like, because we had no idea what they was. If we knew then what we know now, what? And it's crazy because nobody knew what they was. I'm talking about everybody throwing noodles. Noodles everywhere. Literally. No exaggeration. Because nobody knew what they was. And keep in mind, we in poverty and we hungry. Didn't know that we had all that stuff right there in our hands that actually tastes good and would have had us full and everything. But because it was hard and it said Oriental, we looking at like this some type of nasty Chinese dish. And we having a food fight with it. Throwing the hard noodles. It's all over the project. Noodle packs, the seasoning packs, and the noodles everywhere. Because none of us knew. Not even, I ain't talking about kids and teenagers. I'm talking about adults too. Far as like didn't even know what they was. Like, don't throw them away, them things. You need. Nope, not at all. I took a pack of the noodles, opened it up. I said, I'm going to taste this. I bit into it. I said, ugh, this nasty. Them Chinese people eat anything. Terrible, man. Ain't that sad, though? Just how education is a mug, man. Teach our children. That's crazy, though. I look at that like, we had no idea. We had no idea, no clue whatsoever. All a person had to do was cook one pack of those noodles. They would have had it made. They would have had it made. Sometimes I be wishing I could go back to that time. We would have took all them noodles in our house and nobody wouldn't even care. They wouldn't even know the secret that these actually good. It might have been somebody who probably knew that, but we couldn't tell. Somebody probably took some of them noodles and took them in the house and were like, they don't even know what they got. They don't even know what they down there throwing at each other. They be hungry as hell down there. They don't even know what they doing. Even the gangbanger dudes who hit the truck, they left all the noodles. They just took the chicken patty, pizza puffs, French fries. They left all the noodles. I still think about that like crazy. Especially when sometimes, like if I'm eating a noodle or something, I'll be like, that's crazy. So somehow, some genius black man from Chicago at the time, we were throwing them noodles, decided to read the pack because his parents actually taught him how to read. Took it, boiled his water, put it in a pot, opened up the seasoning packet, and found a way to feed their family, his brothers and sisters, and while the rest of us dumb niggas who don't know how to read complain about being hungry, throwing away our food. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And that's a real fact. That actually happened for real. Terrible. It's your boy Battle Truth, man. Ain't my judgment. That's a question. It's yours. Thank you for everybody that's on the Patreon. Now I gotta do like 3 more videos.